Hello everyone, welcome back once again. As you all know, I'm your social science teacher this year. So, in previous video, you have learned geography first chapter environment, right? And in this video, we will continue with the same chapter. So, in this video, we will discuss NCERT question answers which I gave you in previous video. And after that, I will give you few more extra question answers related to this chapter. But before moving further, let's recall what you have learned in this chapter, environment. Environment. This word is derived from the French word environ, which means neighborhood. So what is environment? Whatever you just see in your surroundings, all are parts of our environment. Environment basically it's our basic life support system. Why? Because it provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. And in short, our surroundings or conditions in which an individual or organism exists as referred as environment. Right? Now next one is the why is our environment changing? So it's all because of our needs. Because they are increasing day by day and we are therefore modifying and at times even destroying our natural surroundings. Now the next one is the components of environment. Components of environment is divided into three. First one is the natural, second one is the human made component, and third one is the human component. So let's start with the first natural component. Natural component is further divided into two. First one is the biotic, second one is the abiotic. So biotic basically includes plants, animals and human beings. That means the world of living organism, right? Next one is the abiotic. Abiotic, that means land, air and water. That means the world of non-living elements. Clear? So, land means lithosphere, air means atmosphere and water means hydrosphere. And these three together form biosphere. Now the next component of environment is human made. So here are the example of human made components: buildings, parks, bridges, roads, monuments and industry. Now last one is the human component. So human components reveal the activities and creations of human beings. This include not only the roads and parks but it also include political, social and economic condition. Now let's learn more about the natural environment. So as I said, land, water, air, plants and animals comprise the natural environment. So let us learn some more facts about these domains. These that means land, water and the air. So here are the domains of the Earth. First one is the lithosphere, second one is the hydrosphere, third one is the atmosphere and the fourth one is the most important is biosphere. Right? So let's start with the first lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with the various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, etc. Landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. Next domain, hydrosphere. It comprises various sources of waters and different types of water bodies like the rivers, lakes, seas, ocean, etc. It is essential for living organisms. Next is atmosphere. Atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth hold the atmosphere around it and it also protects us from the harmful rays and scorching heat of sun. It consists of a number of gases, dust and water vapor. Most important is the changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate. Right? Now the last and the most important domain is biosphere. So life exists only in a narrow zone where land, water, air interact with each other to support life, and this domain is called the biosphere. It makes our earth a unique planet in the solar system. Life exists only in this sphere. Now the next one is what is ecosystem? So all plants, animals and human beings depend on their immediate surroundings. Often they are also interdependent on each other. The, rel- the relation between the living organism as well as the relation between the organism and their surroundings form an ecosystem. There could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lake, river, ocean, and even a small pond. Right now, the last and the most important component of environment, human environment. So human beings interact with the environment and modify it according to their need. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings and they led a simple life and fulfilled their requirement from the nature around them. With time, needs grew and became more varied. Humans learn new ways to use and change environment. They learn to grow more crops, domesticate animals, and lead a settled life. The wheel was, the wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, and the most important is the barter system emerged. So barter system basically it is an oldest method of exchange, basically in which goods or services exchanged with the other goods and services without the use of money. So what is barter system? It is a trade in which goods are exchanged without the use of money, right? So barter system emerged, trade started and commerce developed. Industrial revolutions enabled large scale production. Transportation became faster. Information revolution made communication easier and speedy across the world. So basically it is very necessary to maintain balance between the natural and human environment, and human must learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way, right? So now just see, do you know on 5th June every year, the World Environment Day is celebrated. So basically to create awareness about the environmental conservation, that's why on 5th June every year we celebrate a World Environment Day. And along with this, many awareness programs are also held on that day related to the environment. I hope now you understand the chapter. Okay, now just move on to the NCERT solution of class 7 geography. So here are the question answers of your chapter. So let's start. First question is, what is an ecosystem? So what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a community in a given area where living organisms interact with each other and their immediate surroundings, including non-living. Clear? Okay, now the next question is, what do you mean by natural environment? So natural environment consists two components. First one is biotic and second one is the abiotic. The environment which is created by nature comprises of land, water, air, plants and animals is known as natural environment. Okay, now move on to the next question, question number 3. Which are the major components of the environment? So, the major components of environment are, there are three. First one is the natural environment, second one is the human environment, and third one is the human made environment. Clear, students? Okay, now just move on to the fourth question. Give 4 examples of human made environment. So Four examples of human made environment are: first one is the vehicle, second one is the buildings, third one is the road, and next one is the park. So these are the example of human made environment. Now next question, question number 5th, what is lithosphere? So what is lithosphere? Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth, which is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. Okay, now next question, question number 6th, which are the two major components of biotic environment? So basically there are two. First one is plants and second one is animals. Clear? Now next, question number 7th, what is biosphere? So basically life exists only in this hemisphere. Biosphere is a narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other to support life, and it consists of plant, animal kingdom together. Okay, now the second question, tick the correct answer. So first, which is not a natural ecosystem, right? So first option is desert, second one is the aquarium, and third one is the forest. So which is not a natural ecosystem? Definitely it's B option. Aquarium, it's not a natural ecosystem. Now the second one is which is not a component of human environment. So first option is land, second one is the religion, and third one is the community. So land, it's not a component of human environment. Now the third one is which is a human made environment. So first option is mountain, second one is sea, and third one is the road. So which is a human made environment? Road is a human made environment. And the last, which is a threat to environment? First option is growing plant, growing population, and last option is the growing crops. So answer is B. Growing population is a threat to environment. Now move on to the next. Match the following. So first one is biosphere. So what is biosphere? Basically biosphere is a narrow zone where land, water and air interact. Right. Now the next one is the atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is a blanket of air which surrounds the earth. Okay. Now the third is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere, that means water, domain of water. Last one is the environment. So what is environment? Our surroundings or conditions in which individual or organism exist as referred environment. Okay, now just move on to the next. Give reasons. So first give reason is man modify his environment. So yes, men modify his environment because they are capable of modifying it according to their need and live comfortable life. Humans learn new ways to use and change environment and invented many things. Industrial revolution enabled large scale production. Transportation became faster. Information revolution made communication easier and speedy across the world. Now the next, second give reason, plants and animals depend on each other. So answer is yes. Plants and animals depend on each other for their sustainability. Animals consume plants as they are the only producer and also takes oxygen from them. Plants are depend on animals as they give out carbon dioxide, which is important for photosynthesis, and also dead remains of animal provide nutrients to the plant. So this is all about your NCERT solution. Now here few more extra question answers related to this to your chapter. So first question is, name the four elements of the earth. As we discussed earlier, there are four elements of the earth: atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere. Second question is, what is an ecosystem? We already discussed in previous slide. And say third one is, give the importance of troposphere. So troposphere is most important because all weather activities occur here. Now the fourth one is, define the water cycle. Water is circulated in all the realms of the earth through the water cycle, which supports life on the earth. Now the fifth one is, how are ocean useful to humans? So ocean are very useful for food, mineral and transportation. Now the next question is, what is a difference between natural environment and human environment? So all living and non-living things which is naturally occur on the earth called natural environment, like air, water and land. If human make to change in natural things, so it's called human environment, like dam, farmland and buildings. Next question is, what is atmosphere? So atmosphere is the layer of gases which surrounds the earth and kept in place by earth's gravitational pull. Now the next question number 8 is, define the lithosphere. We already discussed this question. Now next question is question number 9. How is biosphere important for the sustenance of human life? So biosphere is contact zone of air, water and land, which is important for the sustenance of human life. Now the question number 10. What is hydrosphere? So hydrosphere is made up of all the water bodies on the earth, and it is 71% covered the earth surface. And the last question is, give a brief description of all the natural environment. So natural, all living and non-living things which is naturally occur on the earth are called natural environment, and in the natural environment all living things like plants, animals, human included, and in non-living things are components of physical features such as air, water and land. So this is all about your chapter. Now what you have to do, you have to write down these question answers in your notebook and also learn these question answers. Clear? So now thank you. Have a nice day.